What's up everyone? This week's video is all about jaw pain. Yeah, if you suffer from jaw pain, luckily there's a lot that can be done with PT to address this issue. That's what this week's video is all about. I hope you guys find a lot of value and be sure to hit the subscribe button for more videos about PT and how they can improve your life. Okay, so the joint responsible for jaw pain is the temporomandibular joint, or TMJ, right here. If you have problems with the TMJ, such as jaw pain, headache pain, clicking, popping, or even locking, this is referred to as temporomandibular dysfunction, or TMD. So you might see TMJ and you might see TMD. There are many things that can be done to address this issue, the first of which being massage. By massaging the masseter, which is the muscles in the jaw right here, the temporalis, which is the muscles right up here around your temple, and the muscles called the suboccipital muscles, back here in the back of the neck. That can help to reduce tension in these areas that can oftentimes compress the TMJ, resulting in your pain. When you're massaging, you can do a few different techniques. You can do circles. You can hold pressure over where you're sensitive. And you can work on that in different areas. Again, the jaw, the temples, or the back of the neck. The next technique that will help to rehabilitate this issue is jaw gliding. You can glide your lower jaw relative to your upper jaw, forward and back or side to side. Forward and back looks like this. And side to side looks like this. Easy to do, different places such as stopped at a stoplight, waiting in a physician's office, anything like that. You can bust these out and get some value to your TMD. The next is to perform isometric contractions. Isometric means activation of the muscle group without any movement. You can do this for opening, closing to the right and to the left sides. So what you're trying to do here is, with your mouth halfway open and a closed fist, you're applying pressure against your fist. You want to hold for 5 seconds for 5 sets. So opening would look like this, halfway open, and then apply pressure. Probably not the best thing to do in a physician's office, but closing would look like this, forming a C grip, holding pressure, and trying to close. For going to the right, what you want to do is not apply pressure on the whole side of the face or the upper part of the jaw, but only the lower part of the jaw. Again, halfway open and then trying to come to the right. You want to apply moderate pressure only, not in a high, intense level of pressure. Left would look similar, like this. The next technique is what I refer to as the fish variations. So you place the tip of your tongue against the roof of your mouth and open and close your mouth 10 times. You're trying to open and close your mouth as far as you can, but if you find clicking or popping, you're just trying to stop just short of that, like this. Again, stopping short of clicking or popping or severe pain. The next variation is placing the tip of your tongue against the back of your upper teeth, and again, opening and closing 10 times. I think you can see why I call these the fish variations. Posture greatly affects the health of the TMJ. Like many things in the body, if we're slumped forward, it changes the mechanics of how the joint works, and it can over time build up extra tension in these areas, further compressing the joint and aggravating your issue. The final technique for today involves what's called a chin tuck together with scapular retraction. A chin tuck is best done when you tuck your chin down, just from here to here, tucking down. You're not allowing your head to come forward, and a good technique for that is to keep your eyes focused on a certain object right in front of you and just tucking your chin down. What this is doing is building strength in the back of your neck to hold your head in a better position. Again, like I said earlier in the video, your posture is really important in terms of recovering from this issue. So trying to keep your eyes forward and tucking down. Scapular retraction is when you bring your scapulas or your shoulder blades back together. And you can combine them together just to save some time in today's busy world by doing a chin tuck with scapular retraction at the same time. So like this. Think double chin. And finally, if you're not finding value with these exercises, I would go see a dentist who has a background in treating TMD. They may have additional techniques or different strategies that can be used to address this issue. Next up, if your TMJ has locked up on you, the cause of this is a dislocated disc. Like many joints within the body, there is a disc within the joint, and if that disc slips out of place, that's what can cause the joint to lock up. Now, normally the first step would be to get in and get an MRI and figure out if this is truly the situation. But many of you out there may not have access to an MRI, and that's part of what I created this video for, is to provide you with some information that should allow you to relocate your TMJ. So when performing this technique, you may get startled, but try not to. When you're relocating the TMJ, you may hear a pop, and oftentimes this causes people to react and tense up. And this can cause the TMJ to go back into the original dysfunctional position. When performing this technique, I want you to move slowly and be very careful. And what we're trying to do is move the jaw down and forward, like this. If you hear a pop and it goes back into the same position, great, you're on the right track. Following that, do your best to not open your mouth all the way. Only open about 70 to 80% of max at the most. If you open all the way, this can cause the joint again to go back into that dysfunctional position. If this technique is not working for you, I would highly recommend getting in to seeing a TMJ specialist. So this week's video has been all about what can we do to address jaw pain and specifically temporomandibular dysfunction. But there are so many videos I could post about it. It all just depends on what you guys would like to see. So be sure to post your comments below and subscribe so I can do my best to create a meaningful video for you or a loved one to improve your quality of life. This is Dr. John Mayo, physical therapist, really hoping that this video is helpful for you or a loved one and improves your life.